How you doing? Stephen Platinum here. Just letting you know a couple things right off the bat, kind of housekeeping things. Thunderstorms coming, July 4th. Are we still doing war games? Is that going to happen? I've heard, forget what you've heard. War games is happening. De La Vega, your team better be ready because war games is happening on July 4th. Going to move it inside. And I'm not going to take anything away from the city of Porterdale. You deserve to have a wrestling show when you have your 4th of July celebration because that's going to happen on Saturday. PCW's still going to be there. So we're going to throw something extra on war games. De La Vega, if your team can win at war games, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, if your team can win at war games, you can make whatever match you want for Saturday. And when Supernatural's team wins, he can make whatever match he wants for the main event of Saturday. Now, let's talk about the war games, Revolutionary Wargames. I'm hearing that De La Vega has been acting like a jackass, and I saw what you said in regards to me. Let me make something really clear. I need to make it very clear. People in Porterdale like me a lot, and the feeling is mutual. I love that town. I love that town, and I love the relationship we have there with PCW. I tell you what I don't love. I don't love a lot of the people in Georgia, in the wrestling business, supposedly in the wrestling business. I don't love them. And people say a number of things about me, or like cowards allude to me without really talking about me directly. Let me make this clear. I am not the nicest guy in the world. Am I evil? I don't know. I do know this. I have power, real power. When I write something or I say something, people jump and they change their wrestling shows to fit what I think wrestling should be. And that delights me to no end. I am delighted that a number of people see me as the measuring stick in Georgia wrestling. I'm certainly not the only wrestling group there. PCW is not the only wrestling in Georgia that's any good. That's not true at all. There are one or two other groups that also fit that description. But De La Vega, this is about you and choices you made. You're not doing anything for the benefit of PCW or out of respect for me. You're doing everything you want because of you. And you have a number of friends, who I'm not going to call out by name, who have said things about me, who have tried to run their own wrestling thing, and the truth is, it's all about them. And that's okay if they would just have the stones to admit it, but they don't. I'm going to admit something to you right here and now. I am not a wrestler anymore. Mason, Supernatural, Chip Day, Siler Crofts, they're on the team with me. And they're there to make sure that we are going to win. And thanks to them, I can guarantee that we are going to win war games. Because of them. You think those guys are going to give up? It's never going to happen. You think I'm going to give up? It's never going to happen. But my job is not to go in there and try to win the match for us. That sounds crazy, right? I'm coming there for one reason. And that is to beat you up, De La Vega. Is to kick your ass. I can still do that. Turning on Supernatural, that's between you and him. Alright? I think it's wrong, I think it's terrible, but that's between you and him, and he can handle himself in that regard. But just listening to you, and the smarmy things that come out of your mouth, and knowing what friends of yours foolishly think, I can't beat their ass. I can't beat their ass, but I can beat your ass. And I'm going to have you in a cage, and I'm bigger than you, and I'm stronger than you, and I'm angrier than you, And unlike you, who's suffering from some kind of identity crisis, I don't have one. I'm Stephen Platinum. I run Platinum Championship Wrestling. And we're going to be in Porterdale, Georgia on July 4th, our nation's birthday, and there's going to be a Revolutionary Wargames match inside. Is it everything that I wanted? No. I wish it could have been outside. I wish it could have been there. But what's it going to be instead? It's going to be inside. And there's going to be hundreds of people packed in like sardines, almost feeling like they're coming into the ring itself. And all that pressure, all those things, I've had to deal with that pressure for years. PCW has had to deal with that pressure for years. Eyes on us, wanting us to fail, thinking we're going to fail, and we didn't fail. And we keep going and going and going. When I came back last time, I told Shane Marks and Rachel, I'm coming there for one reason, and that's to make sure that this reign of terror of Shane Marks and Rachel ends. And I did it. Well, this time, I'm telling you, I'm coming to War Games, and there's nothing you can do to stop this Vega. All the other guys on your team, Bobby Moore, Jagged Edge, whoever else is there, that's wonderful. That's for Chip, Siler, Mason, Supernatural. They'll take care of that. De La Vega. I'm not coming there to have a debate. I'm not coming there so you can be cute. You're a grown-ass man. I'm going to beat your grown man ass. That's what's going to happen. See you July 4th. And maybe I'll just hang around for that Saturday as well, because something tells me when Supernatural's team wins, with me on it, I think Supernatural's going to want you. And I can't wait to see that. But the bad news for Supernatural is, after War Games, there ain't going to be nothing left of you, De La Vega. Grown-ass man, gonna get your grown-ass beat. Toodles. See you in a few days.